So what is up, guys? Welcome on back to TK's Garage. And TRXs for 2027 are shipping. Several people have already got theirs, like we've got ours. And there's a lot of disparity in terms of dealers. A lot of dealers are trying to push this narrative that these are a limited production vehicle. And just as like we just took delivery of this one, they're not. And there are dealers out there that are selling these things for sticker. Now, granted, um, we know that there's about 2,800 that are going to go out in 2027, right? For the 2027 model year. But they're going to fire that thing right back up. Well, 2,800 to 3,000 are going to be made for this year. That's just for this year. That's not a limited production in terms of they're not making any more for model year 2028. And here's the thing, if they sell out of these quickly, like they are, by the way, they're not staying. Like they're sold before they even reach the dealer's lot, like ours was. Um, but you can still get these things at MSRP, and I'm going to talk about some of the dealers that have them. We'll talk about where ours was and where you can save some money. Do not pay $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 over sticker. That's for retards. We don't do that here. Roll the intro. Speaking of a Ram TRX, maybe you don't want to buy one. Maybe you want to try to win one. We just launched ours today at noon. If you want to get in on it, it is a beautiful truck. You'll see it a few times here on the channel as we get some PPF and some other things done to it. But we're not going to be driving this truck. This is going to stay brand new. We got it at 31 miles. It's got 37 miles on it now. It's probably going to have somewhere around 45 to maybe 50 when it's all said and done after getting the PPF and whatnot done on it. But if you want to win it, this 2027 Ram TRX, you can do it. You go over to the website, tksgarage.com. You'll get different options in terms of how many entries you want to get into per dollar spent, whether it's 500,000, 300,000, etc. Go check the website in the description down below. But yeah, if you say, hey, I don't want to wait. Maybe I can't get one from a dealer and I don't want to pay over sticker. Maybe you can win one, because this is the first time we've done a brand new vehicle on the channel. And it is going to be the last giveaway for cars that we're going to do probably until after the holiday season. So if you want to get in on it, these extra entries are good for the first 24 hours of us launching this truck. And that's it. So from noon today until noon tomorrow. If you want to get in on it, link is in the description down below, tksgarage.com. All right, first let's talk about some dealers that you probably shouldn't deal with. And the first one's going to be Nile Maxwell. It's funny because I reached out to Nile Maxwell and asked them specifically, and they're in Austin, Texas. I asked them specifically about their truck. And it, they don't have a color. It looks like they have it in the blue color, like the blue/gray color, like ours is. It literally changes in the sunlight. You can, depending on if you're in the shade or in the sun, will determine like literally how the truck looks, which is pretty cool. But it looks like they have one there. And I reached out to them, and Stellantis is imposing MAAP, right? So that's what do they call it? Minimum allowed advertised pricing. So, so they don't, it kind of reins them in from being able to play games. But what I found crazy is, the message that came in. So the email comes from this dealer, and this is after I had a conversation with them, and they said that they were selling these trucks at MSRP. The TRX is here. Power, presence, pure adrenaline. The high anticipated Ram TRX has officially arrived at Nile Maxwell Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Austin. This is not another truck, blah, 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 whatever. And it gives you the information. I'm not going to promote them, but I literally called them. And here's the thing. Let me hit up one of my sources, to one of my guys I don't want to say sources, but somebody that emailed me about it. Shout out to Ryan. Ryan emailed me on it as well. And I hit them up the first time, and they were like, "Hey, look, we're gonna sell these at sticker. We've adjusted it," and they did. The website showed an adjusted price. Now, if we go over to their website, it shows a price of MSRP of 112,000, but they are selling the truck for 137,620 bucks. That is unacceptable. I'm sorry. Um, I know they're going to say, "Well, it's only a $25,000 mark." I don't care. You make enough money off the truck as it is. You don't need to sell it for over sticker, but these scumbags are doing it. Anyways, so that's that dealer. Now, there's a couple of other dealers, which I'm going to get into, that are selling them at sticker. Which one, by the way, look, there's one dealership that has one, and I'm guessing it may have a different technology group or something, but I've seen them as low as $91,000. So I don't know if they're using incentives or other things to get that price there. And I don't know if that's why Ram also put out MAAP or not, but that's probably why, because you had some dealers advertising these things way under what you can buy them for, right? So they're just under 100,000 on the Ram site. But when you get destination and all the other stuff in there, if you want the right, the option like we got, sticker on that was like 114, I think is what it was. Whatever. Now we didn't pay sticker, obviously, but it's about 114,000. That's a fair price for a well optioned 2027 Ram TRX. And there's some dealers that I've spoken to today, and obviously I know people are going to get mad because I always talk about Tobin, but I talked to the guys out at Tobin today. Talked to one of the sales managers out there today, and he's like, "Yeah, we're selling them at sticker. If you tell them that, hey, TK sent me, they said you guys got these Ram TRXs at sticker. They have two coming in. They have two allocations coming in. They'll be in later this week." I'm not sure in terms of the colors that they have, but they do have it on the site where you can pull the window sticker and the whole thing. So highly recommend you reach out to Tobin. That's here locally in Las Vegas. They don't play a lot of games when it comes to pricing, man. I've heard stuff about maybe what they did back in the day, whatever. I can't speak to that. I only can speak to what I see now. And Tobin is pretty solid there. Now, a lot of people are saying they're not available, but there's currently 102 from what I can see looking through a dealer portal that are available, not shipping, available, meaning they're on a lot somewhere. Let's look at a couple of these. Now, I'm also not a big fan of AutoNation. I feel like AutoNation plays a lot of freaking games. I do. But this AutoNation in Phoenix, AutoNation Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Phoenix, has a 2027 at 109,309. I did contact the dealership. They did say outside of their security package, it's some GPS bullshit that's like $800. They don't have any other add-ons. If you try to buy this truck, because I'm already not a fan of AutoNation as it is, if you try to buy this truck and they do try to hit you with any other extracurricular bullshit fees, please let me know so I can cook them, since they want to lie to me on the phone if that's the case. The other one, this one's across the country, 2027 Ram TRX. This one has 28 miles on it, about where mine was at. This one's at $112,845, and it's at 4 stars. Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep. Ram also spoke to them, and they are selling their Ram TRXs at MSRP. Like I said, there's no reason for you to pay over sticker for these. It just doesn't make any sense to do it, right? It just doesn't make any sense to do it. Now, there's some other ones that are saying they're selling them at sticker. We'll see. Now, I'm going to mention them, because I've asked, I've done my research, I've talked to them on the phone, and they've said that, look, yeah, we're not charging over sticker for these. And I'm like, okay, cool. So this one is in, I guess, Florida, and it's Bomnin, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Doral. They have one for $112,493. They're actually under sticker. Sticker is $112,995. Dealer fees are included in this, which I like. They specifically mention it. And they don't have any other markups. You don't have to pay for security, lug nuts, any of that. That's another solid one. And the last one I found that was decent, but it does come with, they say PPF in a security system, is a 2027 Ram TRX 1500. It has 5 miles on it. MSRP is $112,395. They're selling theirs for $122,393 because it has the stuff that they've put on it. Now they say it's fully PPF'd, the entire truck. I'm going to tell you, if you go there to look at it, and it's at Taverna, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Taverna, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. If you go there to look at it and they're on some bullshit and the vehicle is not PPF'd, let me know. These are so look, I'm all about rewarding good dealers. I am all about rewarding good dealerships and promoting your business and giving you access to my platform if you're not fucking over consumers. But if you're trying to charge $25,000, $30,000, $35,000 over sticker, telling people that these are a limited production truck, you're fucking lying. And you need to stop that shit. You got to stop it. It's ridiculous. There's no place for that. There really isn't. You're already making money on the truck. We know what you're paying for it at invoice. We know what you got the truck for. You don't have to sit on it. It doesn't even have to sit on your floor plan. You make some money off of it. You move it. Get another one. They're not hard. But anyways, I want to know what you guys think about these in the comment section down below. And if you have dealerships that you want me to look at, or dealerships that you know that are selling these over sticker, let me know, because I'm going to start punishing dealerships that are doing this shit. Meaning I'm going to go over their reviews on Yelp. I'm going to go over their reviews on Google. I'm going to dig into shit that customers are having problems with. I'm going to reach out to customers. And we're going to go back to doing some of the stuff that we used to do back in the day and punish some of these dealers that want to play Mickey Mouse ass games. So if you want to get into that comment section and let me know, I'd appreciate it. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Give the video a big thumbs up if you like what I do. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And as always, stay petty, my friends.